Hello everyone, my name's Sam and I talk about my experience as a queer person with chronic illness. If that sounds like something that you want to hear or know more about, then please do click subscribe. Today I actually want to start by bringing in a bit of trans joy. I had a bit of a big moment recently and I feel like we don't talk about these euphoric moments quite enough. It's easier to focus on the negative and I just want to bring a little bit of positivity to light over here. So, as you could tell from the title, recently I got to wear a Speedo for the first time, and as a trans man, that's pretty huge. But I kind of want to start by going into a bit of backstory. Two different things this year made me realise just how much I really wanted my Speedo moment. First off, if any of you follow Callum McSwiggan on Instagram, if you don't, then you definitely should, you'll be very familiar with the thirst shots that he often posts, and quite frequently in his Speedos. Honestly, his goals, and for a while as I've been seeing it, I was dreaming of having that confidence, and I kind of realised that actually that confidence came entirely from me. If I wanted it, I could have it. Then comes the bigger one that made an awful lot of sense really, but surprised me nonetheless. A few years ago, I'd started watching Tom Daley on YouTube, having been a fan in my younger years. On the run-up to the Olympics, he'd been posting weekly videos of his training and his life, and I hadn't realised just how much I'd idolised him until he finally got his Olympic gold, and I kid you not, I did actually start to cry. I then also cried watching his interviews and the press conference about it as well. Embarrassing notes aside though, it kind of solidified to me how I'd been a lifelong fan, and as someone who's always been a swimmer, it kind of makes sense that I wanted to buy and own and wear a pair of Speedos. So I asked my partner for a pair for my 25th birthday. We did pick the pair together as it was kind of going to be a bit of a moment for me, and a sizing mishap later, we found the one. They're not technically actually Speedos because I got them from Adidas, but it's the style that counts. And whilst I may not be fully comfortable with my body following some weight gain due to lockdowns and struggles with chronic illness, I couldn't believe just how happy I felt when I saw myself in them. The first time I wore them was actually at a swimming pool. I thought I was going to get really nervous about it, but honestly it just felt so natural that I didn't spare a thought for what anybody else was thinking. I did also learn very quickly that the drawstring is actually really important, and otherwise you may risk your Speedos flying off your ass. But then there was, in my eyes, the bigger moment, which was the first time that I got to wear them on holiday. I took them with me on a holiday to Malta. I got to swim in the hotel swimming pool, and I went on a boat trip, and we had a swim in the sea, and it was just amazing. It was honestly just such an incredible feeling, and I had a whole little photo shoot for myself with abs courtesy of the work of my partner knowing what angles to take photos at. And in that moment, I kind of felt like I made it. Sure, I didn't exactly look like a model, but I saw myself in that moment the way I had been envisioning myself in the past, proudly standing there as a man. There was no need for a big beard or amazing muscles because everything else just sort of fell into place. I've found that as a trans person who's been on testosterone quite a while, it's hard to find those moments of euphoria. I've gotten to a really great place where I'm just quite comfortable with myself, and a lot of the things that used to give me a lot of trans euphoria and joy are just my everyday now, which of course is an amazing privilege. Given that these moments feel so rare to me now, it's such a great thing to be able to experience again. I know I'll likely experience it all over again once I have bottom surgery, but it's such a big thing that there's a lot more apprehension and it's hard to even envision the joy afterwards. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. If you feel comfortable enough to share, please pop your recent moments of trans joy and euphoria in the comment and spread some much needed positivity. Please like and subscribe if you want to keep updated, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.